Welcome back, friends and fictional folk, to You Can Certainly Fry, the weekly show where I tell you how to butcher and eat your favorite tabletop RPG monsters. Gricks are an oft-forgotten monster in the worlds of Dungeons & Dragons, usually discarded by dungeon masters and other storytellers in favor of more dynamic monsters. And this makes sense, as they are pretty simple and bestial monsters, not much to brag about for an adventurer. But the same cannot be said for the average person, nor the gourmand. Like boars, these creatures are very dangerous to locals, especially those who live in mining towns. And also like boars, townsfolk will rarely waste the money needed to hire adventurers because they see it as easier to simply gather your best hunters and maybe a small crowd of people who know which direction to point a spear and go kill the thing themselves. And this works fine, so long as a Grick Alpha hasn't moved into the territory. Grick Alphas are much bigger and meaner than their smaller counterparts, and often attract said smaller counterparts as mates. This is when the adventurers get called in. But regardless of how they are killed, once the deed is done, the villagers will often gather up a big old cauldron of oil, cover the Grick's tentacles and body in egg and crumbs, and fry it all up. The reason for this is because a Grick's body in terms of meat is basically one giant octopus, squid, or tentacle, and thus you can cook it up as a bunch of giant calamari. It makes for some good eating, and I'll sometimes hop over to a universe where some adventurers need an extra hand to fill out their party on a Grick hunt just to have some. Just make sure you remove the beak and the tentacle barbs first.